This video is sponsored by GREECHO.
What's up nerds, and welcome to Sanchineering, the channel where we talk about chemical engineering. Chemie is an incredibly lucrative field that applies the principles of math, physics, and chemistry to solve real-world problems. And one of my favorite aspects is that it makes the strange familiar and the familiar strange. It might seem difficult, but it's important to see the applications in real life. So today we're talking about the chemical engineering of a reactor that you might see in real life. A tea kettle. Suppose we have a box and we had 5 balls in and take 3 balls out. How many balls would be left? How many have accumulated in the system? Well, quite simply, we would just add up the 5 that went in, subtract the 3 that came out. There's only 2 balls left. When in doubt, accumulation equals in minus out. That's the general equation for mass balance. The first thing we gotta do is pour water into the kettle. We're adding mass into the system. That's called mass balance. You write accumulation equals in. This might be represented by the change in mass with respect to time. Now density is mass over volume, so mass is density times volume. If we know the cross-sectional area of the base and the height of the kettle, we can solve for the mass flow rate of the water pouring into the kettle. Water is coming in, but nothing's coming out. That's mass balance. Once we turn the kettle on, we're giving it energy. Just like mass balance, that's called energy balance. In this case, we're giving it thermal energy. The heat was added into the system to give it thermal energy, and now the heat is escaping to the environment. That's called heat transfer, one of the modes of transport phenomena. Another mode of transport phenomena is called mass transfer. So the heat from the water allows the molecules of the tea to diffuse. That's called mass transfer. Chemical engineering sure is useful. And tasty. One of the important aspects of engineering in modern society is design and quality control. For instance, in a reactor, engineers need to control how much stuff comes in and out to make sure it doesn't overflow. Another type of process control is with heat transfer. This type of kettle allows 7 kinds of temperature control to achieve 7 kinds of insulation, as well as boil-dry protection, and is safe to use. As a chemical engineer, I like to think about engineering and aspects in everyday life. As a college student, you have to learn how to live on your own, including cooking. That's why I would like to tell you about today's sponsor, GREECHO. Click the link in the description for an exclusive promo code, whether you want to buy a kettle for your caffeine-induced studies or cooking supplies for meal prep.